Recently, I was invited to this creator Matcherino tournament. If you don't know what Matcherino is, it's basically an online website where you can compete in tournaments and play to win a lot of money. And I had the chance to play in one where there were only content creators, and somehow I actually ended up winning. I don't know how. This was actually my first ever Matcherino win, so kind of crazy. And I figured for this video, I'm just gonna go over a few of my games, tell you what happened, and give you a bit of insight. So this is the semifinals. We are facing Moyo, Pierre, and Sammy Jammy. Ooh, I get a really clean gadget on the Moyo there. But in my opinion, this was like one of, if not the strongest team in the entire tournament, mainly because they had Pierre. That's Perry Hart Lukey, the Jaeyoung. I just call him Pierre because that's his name. Because he was the only pro rank in this entire tournament. And I know Moyo's pretty decent, and so is Sammy Jammy, so I was a little worried about facing them. And the way this tournament worked was basically there would be team captains. I was one of them, and you would go through basically drafting your teammates as if you're playing ranked, or instead of picking brawlers, you're just picking your teammates for the tournament. So I've actually never played with Joe Slam or Trix prior to this, but stat-wise, they just seemed like some of the best players, and I picked them up. And honestly, we had really good synergy together. I mean, I've been talking so much for this first game, you haven't even seen anything. We've basically already won this game. Actually, no, we're pretty close here. It's basically neck and neck. I drafted Ollie because I wanted a brawler that could basically just run in with an overpowered hypercharge and just win us the game. That's basically what role I played for the entire tournament. I played the carry, the playmaker, the brawler that could change the entire game. And you'll see here, I definitely do change the game right here. I go in, I get a clean gadget, and I hypnotize both of them. Pretty clean play for me. Honestly, I love playing Ollie. Ollie is so much fun because you can just do that. You can just team fight with that. It is so much fun. And I mean, that's just an easy game win for us. Hopping into game 2, I'll actually explain the draft a little bit better. They had first pick, so of course we had to ban like Mina. And I believe we banned Janet because Janet's like the best med on this map. We didn't want them to have Janet. And then I banned Lily because I'm just sick of Lily. Lily's a no-skill brawler. You run in, you hypercharge, and you just get a free kill. I just didn't want to face it. So we took it out of the game. I believe we took Crow first pick for our mid. And then they took Otis and Jaeyoung. Then I think it was Trix who wanted to play Gus. I didn't really mind it because I mean Gus could just play mid, we could put Crow on the lane, so we just took it anyway. And I last picked Ollie, so they just couldn't really go anything to completely run us down. And they last picked Mr. P, which I thought was really interesting because they didn't have anything to crazy address the Ollie. I know they have Moyo on the Otis. I mean Otis in general is pretty good against tanks. I mean you can see right here that I'm dying to him right there, so generally it's pretty good, but they don't really have a hard winning condition, you know? They don't have an Ollie hyper that can run in and steal the gems. They just have to solely rely that they can hold control the entire game. And they have to rely on the fact that I'm not gonna get a hyper, which isn't the case. Like, this is like a super competitive tournament. This is like more so casual players, and they're not smart enough to not feed me, you know? I go in there, complete whiff my super, Trix whiffs his super, we're just whiffing left and right. Things are kind of haywire right now, but at least I've got a bit of control. I'm just doing my best to hold these bushes. Pierre pops the useless J hypercharge. His hypercharge is actually like the worst I've ever seen. It's actually F tier. I don't know why I bought it from the shop. Anyway, I stay alive for a bit longer, and when they get control back, but guess what? I have got my Ollie hypercharge, which means at any point, when I see the right time, I can go in and kill all of them. So I know that, and I'm just waiting. I go in for an opportunity. Moyo whiffs the hypercharge. I think he auto-aimed it or something. I don't know. I think because I'm too fast, because of my hypercharge buff. He just whiffs it. That wins us the game right there, of course. Like I said, you just go the broken hypercharge and you win every game. What a coincidence. So that is going to be the first set for us in the semifinals. All right, hopping into set 2, we have got Dueling Beetles. I don't remember the bans, but I do remember distinctly that we wanted first pick Finks. First pick Finks on Hot Zone is very, very good. Just one of the best in my opinion. I think they took Crow and Bonnie. Then we took Kaze, Charlie, and they last pick Ruffs. Again, they have a really interesting last pick. I don't hate it, but I think it's the same situation where they don't have anything that could really give them control. They have a Bonnie hyper, Crow hyper. Those aren't bad by any means, but I think Finks can handle those pretty well. I put a Kaze super in the middle. It's easy sneaks. I get that kill on Pierre right there, pretty easy. I'm just gonna say this right now. I am not a good Kaze. I didn't really want to play it, but I don't think either of my teammates wanted to play Kaze either, so I just volunteered to take it. But you're gonna see a lot of bad Kaze plays in this map, so just be warned. Like right now, I completely whiffed my hyper. What I was trying to do is go in the ninja form and hyper the dash so it insta-killer, but I didn't press my gadget, so I just completely whiffed that. It's all good though, because we have got really good control here. Trix whiffs a hyper, but it's a Charlie hyper anyway. It's not going to do anything. It doesn't really matter. And again, they just have no way to push. Pierre does have a Bonnie super, but it's not going to do a whole lot for them. Like, it's like realistically, you cannot jump on a Finks. Finks can gadget away. If Charlie has a super, you can't jump on her. And Pierre just straight up misses it anyway. A really good cocoon from him. I don't even remember that. I get a nice dash onto Moyo there. I think I'm able to kill him. I am. And with basically no trouble at all, we take this first game. All right, going into game 2, instead of going left lane, I decided to go right lane. And I'm able to catch Moyo a bit off guard here. Didn't quite kill him though, but it's not a big deal. We kind of just, you know, go back to our respective lanes and try to hold. Trix is getting kind of pinched out here. Manages to get out though. Good on him. And I see an opportunity to kill Moyo for free, so I go for it. Waste my Kaze super, but it's not a big deal. And then Sammy Jammy's kind of left out to dry. He's put himself in a bad spot, so we're able to capitalize on that. I'm just trying to bide my time here for a while. I'm not really worried about anything. And then I waste another Kaze hyper. Please do not let me play Kaze again. I am the worst Kaze this game has ever seen. But it doesn't even matter. Even if I'm wasting hypers, we're still up by percentage. And thanks to Kaze, I could just dash up the map. I can control even though I'm dead. And then Trix dies, and then all of a sudden we have lost control. So this isn't looking as good anymore. They've now equalized in percentage. They didn't notice me though, so I'm able to sneak up a little bit and apply some pressure. Joe Slam dies. It's not really a big deal though. I'm just going in for any kills I see. I'm in their back spawn right now, kind of just chilling, not doing much. Pierre does take me down, but at least he's low. And we're still equal in percentage right now, but look, we've got the Finks super, and they have no answer to this Finks super. They just have to sit there and watch us get percentage on the zone, and they can't do anything to stop us. Pierre does have a hyper though. He pops it just for the little stat boost. He does eventually use it. It results in a trade though, so I would say it's a waste on his part. Didn't really get anything done with that. And then I'm going in sneakily, and for once I actually hit a Kaze hyper. No way, it's third time's the charm. And now we've got a huge lead off of that. Really good gadget from Joe Slam. I mean, we're 85%. We've got near 90% with a Finks super on the ground. They're cocooned. I'm just gonna sit on zone. They can't do anything. And oh wait, actually, Moyo does kill me there. So it's basically a win. They have a small chance to come back, but Trix just pops hyper and runs into zone anyway because he just knows what to do. And somehow, in my eyes, we just beat the best team in the tournament with like no trouble at all. All right, so this is the grand finals. Winner wins $150. We are facing Nez, Lost Zero, and Orarity. Some pretty solid players for sure. And our draft here was pretty simple. I don't remember I think they had first pick, so we banned Mina. And I also banned Lily again because in the first round of this tournament, we faced a Lily. And that was the only match where it actually had some trouble for us, where they had a Lily. So we just decided we didn't want to play against it again. But anyways, I'm on Kenji because, again, I want to be playing the broken hypercharge brawler that can just team wipe everyone with zero effort. So I'm just doing my own thing on the right lane. I'm slowly building up a hypercharge while our Bonnie in the mid is getting gems. We're not like playing bad by any means, but I do die there. I definitely could have played that a lot better. I'm coming back though. And Trix goes for a super, does miss unfortunately, but it's not a big deal. We can make it work. A Rarity goes for a Carl hypercharge. I respect the play. What am I doing up here? Oh, I forgot. I go in, I straight up hypercharge the Gus, dodge the Buster gadget, narrowly get out with all of the gems. I mean, again, it's just that easy. If you want to win tournaments, go the brawler that has the best purple button. It's just that easy. Because now we're in our spawn. Trix gets a nice double pull there, and they have no time to kill us. All right, so in the second game, I was a bit worried they'd swap lanes because Carl is a little bit better to me, and Buster's a lot better than Tara, in my opinion. But luckily, they did not swap lanes, so I'm just gonna do the same thing of sitting behind like these mid walls and slowly building up a hypercharge. Getting some swipes in. I go for a super. I hit him, but it doesn't matter because they coordinate it really well to pinch me as soon as I, you know, reappear. Pretty well played on them. Tara dies, so all of a sudden we've lost control. It's not looking too great for us. We have a gem lead, but if we don't do something soon, they're gonna equalize it, and we're just gonna be left in a bad spot here. I'm not really doing much. I keep getting tickled by this Buster. I eventually go up to make a play. Use my gadget to cancel out the healing. I'm just doing whatever I can. I don't know what I was doing there. I should have supered. I was trying to like count the Buster's ammo, and I didn't think he'd have ammo for another second, but clearly I miscounted. But luckily no one's in this left bush, so I'm able to sneak in and get some free pressure. I'm able to capitalize on this Carl not knowing I'm in here. Get a kill. I'm just gonna keep going, running in a straight line. I have no reason not to. I mean, Gus kills me, but if you have a keen eye, you will notice that I now have a hypercharge. So at any given moment, I could just decide to kill this Gus and win us the game. So if I remember correctly, I just hypercharge this Gus. He doesn't have time to shield. And once again, we have the gem split up. There is a Buster on our spawn, though. We got to deal with that. He almost kills me. Luckily, Joe Slam jumps on him and gets the kill. And a rarity's coming down. Luckily, I get a clean Kenji super, clean double hit on that. Really nice. And now all of a sudden we are just one set away from winning this whole tournament. And now we have arrived at potentially the final set of this entire tournament. For some reason the grand finals is only a best of 3, wasn't a best of 5, so works for me though, because that means if we win this, we win the whole tournament. And I think arguably this game was our best draft of the entire tournament. We started off with a Byron mid. I believe we wanted Finks for mid, but they banned it out, so we just decided to go with Byron. Then we took Hank, and I last picked Lumi because Lumi is just so good into these brawlers, man. Like, they wanted to open the map up with Griff, but you just can't do that if you have a Lumi and a Byron. I just completely outranged them. I'm able to get that free kill into a rarity, and we just have full map control right now, 50-0 right now. Like, we're just looking unstoppable right now. Griff does have a hyper though. I try to slow him down, but it doesn't matter. He gets me anyway. I live on a sliver of HP though, thankfully. I don't know what those freeze was doing. That's not doing anything. So we've lost a bit of control here, which isn't great. But I know now that the map is open, I can just slowly push up. Charlie hypers the Hank, but I know it doesn't really matter. I go up and get a kill on the Griff. I'm able to kind of pincer this Charlie for a free kill. I'm shouting, where's the cord? Where's the cord? We didn't know in time, it was too late, but luckily I still got him. I don't know how that Lumi super missed, to be honest. Kind of a scam, but whatever. Be able to freeze, almost kill the Griff. I keep getting scammed, bro. The game won't let me kill him. He self-cocoons, and just like that, we have won this game. So this game, I was definitely expecting a lane swap because in my eyes, there is zero way a Griff beats a Lumi. And they did lane swap, but I still don't think it's good for them because I beat Charlie. I think realistically, they should have stuck Cord on me or something. And I'm able to get a kill on Lumi immediately. Cord realms the Hank, but it doesn't matter. He can just sit behind the wall. I'm able to get a pinch out on this Griff, I think. Yeah, we get a kill there. Cord's in our back, though. That's kind of bad for us. I'm able to get a little clean there. I wasted my super, though. Not a big deal, though. Able to get a kill on this Charlie, I think. And get a nice double hit on those two. And this is just like the last game where we have an amazing start. I decided to leave my maces down here in their spawn because I know at some point they're going to walk through it. And it's just free hits for me. And 2 of them walk through it. So unfortunately I missed my super. And Charlie cocoons the Hank. But I'm just getting so much value from this Lumi pick here. They have no way to stop me right now. I get a nice freeze onto the Griff. The Cord comes in though, kills Byron, and then he realms me. But I barely live on 800 HP. And somehow that Charlie hits me. But it's not even a big deal. We have 80-0 right now. We are in the perfect spot. Byron hyper thrown down, hits the Griff. I come back. We're going to pinch this Charlie out for a free kill. 10 more, and we have won this whole tournament. The Cord's going to try to go in and realm them. Charlie's missing. They have no way to stop us, and just like that, we have won a $150 creator Matcherino. We've got the star player Lumi. I think I definitely deserved it. I was just cooking that game. But yeah, honestly, that was just a really unexpected win. But yeah, honestly, that was just such an unexpected win to me. I mean, to be honest, I wasn't even gonna play in that tournament. I just didn't think I was gonna win, but I'm glad I did and proved myself wrong there. And GG's to my teammates Trix and Joe Slam. They played phenomenally. I mean, they just like worked so well together. Every time I told them to swap a lane or what to do, they just followed directions and they just executed everything perfectly. And I think pretty much every single game we had at least a bit of an outdraft. I mean, some games were hard outdrafts, like the Luma game. Some were like mild outdrafts, but I don't think a single time in this entire tournament did we not have draft. Which just goes to show you how important draft is and competitive. I mean, again, we faced, I think, the best player in the tournament in round 2, and we just completely swept them because both games we had a better draft. But yeah, that's basically gonna wrap up this video, just showing you a fun little tournament I played in. I hope you all enjoyed this little analysis I made, and I will see you all in the next one.